What we can expect is that the custody period will be extended for 3 more months today, but as the coordinator of the sailors' lawyers, Nikolai Polozov, told me, the sailors will be able to go back to Ukraine very soon, as it is not the court decision but the political one which matters, and apparently the political decision has been taken by Russia under highest international pressure. We know that Donald Trump asked Vladimir Putin to release the sailors during the G20 summit. We know that Vladimir Putin spoke over the phone about the sailors with Volodymyr Zelensky, the newly elected president of Ukraine. It was their first ever conversation, and after the foreign minister of Russia said that the negotiations on exchange of the sailors are going on, we know that 2 ombudsmen from both countries are working on the lists of those who will be exchanged or, as it is said, mutually liberated. So the defense strategy was to put the highest international pressure on Russia, and according to Polozov, it apparently worked. Let's take a listen.
After the UN International Tribunal ordered Russia to release the sailors and return them to the Ukraine and to return 3 warships, the Russian authorities had no choice. Now, in fact, the Russian authorities are searching for a solution in which they can release the sailors and thereby execute that decision, but at the same time try to save face. I hope the sailors will be home in the near future. All the conditions for their release are there, but I think it's unlikely to take place before Ukraine's parliamentary elections on July the 21st, but will probably happen straight after.
So this solution to save the face, as far as I understood, is to release the sailors, but to continue the process and to judge them at a distance.
Galina, in the report that we just heard, we included interviews that you had with relatives of the sailors who clearly do not seem optimistic about an early release.
Well, they are not optimistic. Yes, I met them yesterday when they arrived to Moscow to take a look, to take a glimpse at their beloved ones in this court, and this will happen very soon. And they told me that they are going through hell because they don't have any information about their sons and husbands. Letters arrive with a huge delay because they are being read in prison, and they brought packages of food packed in a special way, so they are prepared for the worst, but they hope for the best, and they ask Russia to release their relatives who, as they say, are victims of political games.